So, good evening, everyone. Good afternoon, and welcome to your own magic and power book reading session. So, we are still on the magical relationship, and today we will be going forward. We have completed the power book relationship chapter. We have done magic dust, everyone. Magic dust, everyone. Why this was part of magical relationships? Because these are also people in our lives, whom we meet every day and we don't even acknowledge them. जैसे क्लीनर है हमारे ऑफिस में, रोज दिखती है, बट क्या हमने उसके साथ अच्छी फीलिंग ट्रांसफर करी? Have we given that good feeling to the cleaner who is every day cleaning your desk, every day taking care that your washroom is clean, that your pantry where you take your coffee, tea, everything is shining. Yeah. But we have never acknowledged them. So that is also a kind of relationship which we are developing. Like we are starting a circle of relationship with people who care for us every day. Maybe they are doing their jobs, but still they are making our lives amazing by making our lives easier, by making our lives luxurious. Cab drivers, bus drivers, cleaners on the road, grocery store owners, plumbers, electricians, masons who have made your houses, carpenters. Each and every one of them, if these professions didn't exist, how would we do everything on our own? In here, especially when we are living here in this new country where we don't get cleaners easily. Office will get your cleaner, there will be a cleaner in office, but at home, whenever I am working from home, I have to ensure my table is clean myself. There is no one there to take care. So at this moment we realize that these people are making our life so easier, and we are not even acknowledging them. So we miss them, and then we realize, oh my God, I can, it's so good that people are doing their jobs and it is helping us. So yes, it's very important that we start giving love to those people as well, and then that love will take that circle and come back to you multiplied. Okay, so today's chapter we will go to Magic Book back again, and the chapter is Magically Heal Your Relationships. So it's basically for those relationships which you need improvement. Improvement in the terms that there is something which is need to be healed in a relationship. There is some crack in a relationship that needs to be healed. So you can see this picture having a crack on the glass of this photograph. So we need to heal that. How we can heal that relationship? So yes, we'll start reading. If you have a difficult or broken relationship, are suffering from a broken heart, or hold any resentment or blame towards another person for anything, you can change it through gratitude. Gratitude will magically improve any difficult relationship, whether that person is a husband or wife, brother or sister, son or daughter, partner, boss, business client, work colleague, father or mother in law, parent, friend, or neighbor. So, if you have any difficult relationship in your life, be it your colleague, be it your boss, be it someone which is still close to your heart because it is hurting you in one or the other way, and you really want to heal that relationship, you want that relationship to be better. Okay, so it could be anyone, all examples have been stated here. So it could be with your husband, you're not getting enough time or whatever the things are. So this is a chapter which will give you an opportunity to heal it. Let's see how. So when we are faced with a difficult relationship or a challenging situation in a relationship, in almost all cases, we are not in the least bit grateful for the other person. Instead, we are busy blaming the other person for the problems we have with them. And that means we don't have a shred of gratitude. Blame is never going to make a relationship better. and it's never going to make your life better. In fact, the more you blame, the worse the relationship gets, and the worse your life gets. So, why there is a difficult relationship in your life? Why there is a challenging thing? Why a particular person in your life is always you're struggling with that relationship. You're always having arguments, or you're not getting the good feeling with them whenever you are with them, and you just don't want to be with them or whatever. Why it's happening? Because this is because you have not given a shred of gratitude for that relationship. You're always blaming, always finding faults in that person every time you meet them, or every time you are with them. You are always busy in looking at the things that you don't like in that person. So this is what we read in Power and Relationships. What we have to do, we have to only see what we like in them, rather than being busy in blaming the other person for the problems we have with them. Could be anything. It could be, how can I give an example? You can see your examples in your own life better, because it could be anyone. Maybe it's your boss who is micromanaging. Maybe it's your brother-in-law or sister-in-law, or someone you don't like to be with. Why? Because you have made an impression in your mind about someone, and you're always thinking about that thing whenever you meet them. So maybe you think that that person is, judging you every time. So you have made a belief that whenever you meet that person, he or she will judge you. So now you're not comfortable. You are not looking at the better picture, that, maybe she or he has done something good for you in their lives, and maybe that person, maybe that person has their different issues in their life, and they are not even trying to judge you. They are not even, but you have made something in your mind that is making you believe that every time you meet them, and the relationship is getting worse and worse and worse. Yeah. Then you start blaming them, I don't like to be with them, or they just say something which I don't like, or whatever. There are things that you face every now and then. Maybe in some occasions you meet them, or it's just that you meet them almost every day. They stay nearby you, or they stay with you maybe. So in fact, the more you blame, the worse the relationship gets. So blaming is not only just telling them, blaming is in your mind, blaming is in your heart. Blaming is when you're talking about that person to someone else and telling them what happened. So it's your thoughts, it's your feelings, it's your words. Thoughts, feelings, words. Everything make together make blame. Blame for the other person. Talking about the other person when he is not around, when he or she is not around. Okay? So it happens only when you have thoughts, negative thoughts about that person. So we need to check what we are talking, what we are thinking, what we are feeling. So yes, whether it's a current relationship or a past relationship, if you harbor bad feelings towards another person, practicing gratitude will eliminate those feelings. Achha. And now she's saying, okay, whether it's a current relationship or a past relationship, gratitude can help you eliminate those feelings. Now, book is saying, why would you want to remove your bad feelings about another person? Sometimes there could be some relations which are just past relations, and you don't want to even think about it, but you don't want to give any not bad feelings, not good feelings, anything you don't have for them. But sometimes, whenever you think about them, you have that bad feelings. Whenever there is a topic come up, you have your bad feelings. So, why do you want to remove? Why you have to remove those bad feelings even when you're not meeting them? Or why? You will ask me why I want to heal. I don't know. They don't matter in my life anymore. But holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. You understand this? भाई, कोयला जो है, it's like coal in your hand. Because whenever you think about that person, whenever you are with that person, maybe the present relationship, you are feeling angry. And when you're feeling angry, what you're doing? You are having a hot coal in your hand, which you want to throw on them with that anger, but you are the one who gets burned. You are the person who gets burned first. Of course, when you're feeling bad about another person, when you're angry at someone, what is happening? You are getting hot inside. Your heart is burning, your mind is burning, your body starts heating. Do you know do you have you felt that when you're angry you feel hot? Yeah? So what you're burning yourself first. And then only you can, say something bad which can hurt other person. And that also is harming you, not the other person. First it is harming you. So why you have to heal a relationship? So you can feel better. You can feel lighter. Okay? Dropping the baggage which you're carrying, to, you want to go up in your life. You want to go higher and higher in your life. Maybe you want to climb a Mount Everest. Say your dream is Mount Everest and you want to climb that. And you're carrying a burden of 10 kgs on your shoulder. Wouldn't it be tough? Or wouldn't it be easy just to drop the bag and just run? Wouldn't you be lighter? So bad feelings about another person burn your life, but gratitude will eliminate them. So bad feelings are burning your life, and you have to eliminate those bad feelings by gratitude. For example, if you have an ex-partner who is connected to you through your children and the relationship is not good, look at your children's faces and realize that they wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for your ex partner. Your children's lives are one of the most precious gifts you have. Look at your children and give thanks to your ex partner for their lives every single day. Yeah? So, this is about broken relationship where the children are still with them. And she's talking about this example that if you have bad feelings for your ex partner, it's fine. But when you are looking at your children's, then only you can be grateful for them. Yeah. So this is one of the way to be grateful for the ex-partner, eliminating the bad feelings for them. So as well as bringing peace and harmony to the relationship, through your example, you will be teaching your children the greatest tool of their life, for their life, gratitude. So now, when you are grateful for your ex partner in front of your children, then you're also teaching your children to be grateful for in their lives. Yeah. So, or if you're suffering from a broken heart or grief due to a relationship having ended, you can use gratitude's magical power to transform your pain. Gratitude magically transforms emotional pain into healing and happiness faster than anything else. And the story of my parents is a perfect example of that. So she's also talking about a broken relationship, having pain and grief. So, how gratitude can magically transform that emotional pain into healing and happiness. This is what she is trying to tell here. So here, if you are thinking that you don't have any broken relationship in your life, you have all the relationships which are perfect. Just take that one relationship which you want to improve in your lives. Maybe it's still good, but you want to improve. You can also choose that. Okay. My father and mother fell in love with each other virtually at first sight. From the moment they met, they were truly grateful to be with each other, and they had the most beautiful marriage I have ever seen. When my father died, my mother understandably suffered from enormous grief. So she's talking about her parents where her father died because, yeah. So obviously the mother was going through enormous grief. After months of suffering, she began to use gratitude's magical power, and despite her immense grief and pain, she looked for things to be grateful for. She began with the past and she recalled all the wonderful times of happiness she had received through the decades with my father. Then we took the next big step, and she looked for things to be grateful for in the future. One by one, she found them. She found or remembered things she had always wanted to do but didn't have time to do when my father was alive. And with this courageous step of gratitude, opportunities to fulfill her dreams magically poured in, and her life became rich with happiness again. The magical power of gratitude gave my mother a new life. So here, what she's saying is that when you are in trouble, when you are in some pain, when you are, going through a difficult time in your life, it's not just about this example. This is a very rarest examples. Okay, that person is, missing him and is she. So now, just maybe just forget this for a minute, if and you can think of a difficult time in your life, how you can find great gratitude in your life by being grateful for the past. Say for example, you have a difficult relationship with your maybe father-in-law or mother-in-law or your husband even. Sometimes you can have. So what you have to do is you have to recall all the incidences of the past where you had wonderful times of happiness, and you have to actually do it thinking, sitting across somewhere and just maybe in your car, maybe somewhere in the parking, I don't know. Just find that space and recall all those moments when you had really good times. These days you can have Google Photos, you can have other old photographs of yours when you had really been in love with each other and there had been really good times of happiness. Then, now you are satisfied with your past. And now you have to look for things to be grateful in the future. Okay, now, how do you want your relationship to be? How do you want to be happy? Number one, in this example, also, that mother of Rhonda Byrne found things to be grateful for in the future because she was trying to find things to be grateful for in any situation. So now, when her partner was not there with her, she wanted to think of things to be grateful for when he is still not there with her. And what? So this is one of the courageous step of gratitude that she did. Courageous means it takes a lot of courage to think about something to be grateful for in the future when you are in a difficult time. When you are in a difficult time, maybe you are not going good with your say, as I said, husband, for example. So now you have to think of all the things to be grateful for in the future with your husband. What do you want your things to be? How you want your life to be? And be extremely grateful for that future. And then what will happen? You will get a new life because now you're visualizing your dreams. What do you want in your relationship? Have you written down your goals? What do you want best in your relationship to be? Do you want to go to a dream location, or do you want to travel, or what do you want? So this is what you have to imagine and feel grateful for this life. Okay? For today's magical practice, you are going to look for a hot coal that is burning your life and literally turn it into gold through gratitude. So today you have to look for a hot coal which is burning you, which is harming you, which is telling you, you are in pain because of that, you're in trouble. Choose one difficult, problematic, or broken relationship that you want to improve. It doesn't matter whether the person is currently in your life or if it's a past relationship and the person is no longer in your life. Sit down. It doesn't matter because he or she, whether he is there in your life now or not, is still bothering you. That is still hurting you. So you have to take out that one from your life so that you can move forward in your life. Okay? Is it clear till now why we are doing this exercise?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Sit down and make a written list of 10 things to be grateful for. 10 things you're grateful for about the person you have chosen. So now this is courageous step. You have to make a list of 10 things you're grateful for about the person you have chosen. Think back through the history of your relationship and list the great things about the person or the great things you received from the relationship. The easiest way to do this is to think back to the way things were before the relationship deteriorated or ended. So now, when the relationship started deteriorating, when the relationship started ending, or maybe you had arguments or whatever it is, just before that, how were the things were? If the relationship was never good, then think hard about any good qualities in the person because they are there. So if you think that there were no good times, you never had a good relationship, then you can think of the good qualities in the person, how he or she is. Maybe there must be some good qualities in the person you are thinking of. So this magical practice is not about who is right or who is wrong. No matter what you feel someone has done to you, no matter what someone said or didn't do, you can magically heal the relationship and you don't need the other person in order to heal it. So we have already read in Power and Relationships that it's not about the other person. Yeah? So you don't need the other person in order to heal it. You can magically heal the relationship. No matter it was whose mistake, who said what is right, what is wrong. We are not here to discuss or think about what was the argument which ended the relationship, which it deteriorated the relationship. We are only thinking about the good times that we had, and we are not here to blame, we are not here to judge. We are just trying to heal the relationship by thinking about all the 10 qualities in that person, or 10 moments in that person that you spend time with them, or there are 10 things that you got something from them. Maybe they gifted you something, maybe they planned a surprise for you, anything. It could be anything. You have to find gold in this tough relationship. So, yes, there is gold in every relationship, even the difficult ones. And to bring richness to all your relationships and your life, you have to find the gold. You have to find the gold. As you dig and discover a nugget of gold, write it down. So, gold here is every gratitude you find for that person. This is what gold is here. So, that is why book is saying it's courageous step. Why it's courageous? Sometimes people say, I don't find a single good thing about that person. How can I write? So, this is what you have to do. You have to dig, and discover a nugget of gold. Negative gold. It could be anything. It could be their dressing sense. It could be their physical features, maybe eyes, maybe smile, maybe teeth, maybe hair, maybe anything that you like about that person. You have to write it down and address the person by name and express your sentence in gratitude. Name, I am grateful for what? So, yes. So now she's giving the example of that person whose marriage ended. Paul, I'm grateful for our time together. While our marriage did end, I learned a lot. I'm so much wiser today, and I use what I learned from my marriage in many of my relationships today. So she's saying that even if our marriage has ended, I am so much wiser today. I learned I learned how to, make your relationships better because this was a learning for her. Paul, I'm grateful for everything you did to try and make our marriage work because 10 years of marriage means you did try. Paul, I'm grateful to you for our children. The joy I receive from them every day could not be without you. Paul, I'm grateful for the hard work and long hours you put in support. हमारी टीम्स कॉल की आवाज एक सेकंड कॉल बंद होने मैं अवे हूँ टीम्स पे फिर भी मेरे बॉस का कॉल आ गया
नहीं।
कोई नहीं, लंच टाइम है। ठीक है। Paul, I'm grateful to you for the hard work and long hours you put in to support our family while I was at home taking care of our children. It was a big responsibility to have all of us dependent on you. So thank you. Paul, I'm grateful to you for the precious moments I had with our children as they grew up. I got to see our children talk and walk for the first time, and I know you didn't have that opportunity. Paul, I am grateful for your support when I went through a difficult time of grief and loss. Paul, I'm grateful to you for the times when I was sick and you did your best to take care of me and the children. Paul, I'm grateful for the great times we had, and we did have many. Paul, I'm grateful that you want to continue to be father to our children. Paul, I'm grateful for your support and the time you want to give to your children. I know they mean as much to you as they do to me. So she has written down 10 points for her ex husband after they have broken up. So even if they had broken up, she could find 10 points to be grateful for. By the time you have finished your gratitude list of 10 things, you should feel much better about the person and the relationship. The ultimate point you want to reach is where you don't have any bad feelings towards the person anymore, and it's your life that is harmed by those feelings. Every relationship is different, and if need be, you may choose to repeat this magical practice over several days until you reach the point where you don't have any bad feelings toward the person anymore. So, what she is trying to say here is, say, for example, you have written down 10 points to be grateful for about that person. It's not the, is this exercise is like, if you have done 10 points, okay, I have done it now over. Thank God I have done 10 points now, I'm over. Are you feeling good after writing it? Are you feeling better? Are you still having bad feelings for that person? If the answer is yes, you need to repeat this practice over and over for several days until you reach the point where you don't have any bad feelings. So it's not just about writing it once for 10 times and the job is over. Your job will be over only when you will have no bad feelings for the other person anymore. Anymore. So I don't know how much gratitude you need to write for that person. It could be 10, it could be 20, it could be 100, it could be anything. But the point is that you have to do this to change your life because those bad feelings are harming your life. That is taking you away from your dreams every single day. Every single day. If you are still thinking of, or encountering that person in your life often. So, if we are using gratitude's magical power to improve a current relationship, you will see the relationship begin to change miraculously before your eyes. It only takes one person to magically change a relationship through gratitude, but it is the person who uses gratitude who receives the benefits in their whole life. So, again, it's not about the other person again. It takes only one person to magically change a relationship through gratitude. And the person who does gratitude, who writes gratitude, who is grateful for the other person, will receive the benefits of writing it, of doing it, of being grateful. Okay? So you will see that it will miraculously improve in front of your eyes. If you chose a past relationship, so now she talked about the current relationship, okay? So if you chose a past relationship where you are not in contact with the person anymore, you will feel a peace and happiness fill you. And at the same time, you will see other current relationships in your life magically improve. So if it was about the past relationship, you will feel a sense of peace and happiness inside you after forgiving or after writing the gratitude for that person in your life. Okay? So in the future, if a relationship becomes challenging, Remember to use this magical practice immediately. You will stop the difficulties before they get any bigger, and instead, you will increase the magic in the relationship. Okay? So, she has told you about the past, present, and future. This practice you can use for any of the relationships. Okay. So, magic practice number 15. Is it clear? The chapter is clear to everyone? Okay, so I'll read the practice. I think it is.
Yes, yes.
Magically heal your relationships. Count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you are grateful. Reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Choose one difficult, problematic, or broken relationship that you want to improve. Sit down and make a written list of 10 things you are grateful for about the person you have chosen. Write it down in the following way. Name, I'm grateful for what? So just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. So yes, what you have to do, you have to choose a tough relationship in your life. Write down 10 things you are grateful for about the person. So if you think in your lives, if you check your relationships today, you will see that few relationships in your life, maybe your sister or maybe your parents or maybe someone you're very close to, and you have never complained about them, are flourishing. Are flourishing. They are the closest relationship that you have in your life because you have never complained about them, never given any complaint. You have always been, in joyous state whenever you were with them. But when you have complained about a person so much, then only this kind of situation will happen. That there will be a difficult relationship in your lives, maybe a broken relationship as well. When you're not only in your, words, sometimes we complain in our thoughts. Mostly we are complaining in our thoughts. Why he has done this? Oh my God, he always does like this. He'll always keep the towel on the bed. He will never clean his, things. And these are the small things we're every day pointing out, especially for your partner. Sometimes I'm like, why are we doing this every day? We are finding faults in our colleagues as well. He was doing this, he was doing that. All these are gossips. We read gossip is sticky. So we don't have to do that because what we are doing here is we are harming our lives, not anybody else's. Okay. So now this is the time to improve that relationship in your life and do what this chapter is telling you. Okay. And see, you have to feel good after doing this exercise. If you are still not feeling good, you have to do it for more and more, several days until the point you feel better, until the point that you feel good about that person in your life. Okay, so let's do gratitude. If anybody has any questions or want to say something, we have 1 minute to for that. Then we'll do gratitude. Anything you want to say? Anything your life is changing good in a good way. I request everyone to share in the group whatever magics they're experiencing in their lives. Please do share. That would be really awesome. Okay? Because when you will share your magics will increase in your life. The more you share, the more people will give good energy to those magics, and the more magics will happen in your life. Okay? Yes. So let's do gratitude. Thank you, universe, for a beautiful life, for a life full of love, full of nice people in my life, a nice job, my parents, my family members, all the money I have received in my life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, universe, that we are the chosen ones, that we are able to understand these books, we are able to apply this in our lives, we are able to write gratitude. Thank you for the feelings that we get when we write our gratitude. and we say it from our heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you for my house where I'm living in. Thank you for the 5 elements, the nature, the Mother Earth, which is feeding us every day selflessly. Thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you, Sun, for giving us tremendous heat and light so that we can survive. Thank you, air, that we can breathe and we are surviving. Thank you, thank you, thank you to the fire element for keeping us warm, for cooking our food, for digesting our food, for being there, for being present there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, water that we are using from morning till evening. Thank you to my parents. Thank you to my parents in laws. Thank you to my husband, my children, my colleagues, my friends, Zoom, internet, laptop, my voice, and my eyes so that we can have this beautiful session together. Thank you, every one of you, for being here so we can do it together for every one of us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you so much. Love you, all of you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Have a good day.